It's the time of year to make your garden grow. And Master Gardener Peter Coppola has tips to help make your water use responsible and sustainable.
Next time somebody asks you why you grow vegetables at home, show them this. If they were to say to you, well, what's the big deal? I can buy asparagus that size at the supermarket. Well, then show them this. You can't buy these at the supermarket. I planted this asparagus bed 4 years ago, and I have never watered it in all 4 years. It's a perennial, it was planted, I prepared the soil, put the mulch down and walked away. I haven't done anything here for 4 years. You need to focus on and understand your soil. That's the first rule of water conservation, know your soil. So here we have 3 soils. We have a clay soil, this is sand, and then this is a sandy soil containing organic material. So let's just take a quick look. If I pour water, it just sits there. And it takes a long time for it to get absorbed by the soil, but in the meantime, it's going to run off away from where you're trying to water. If you have just a sandy soil, the water quickly disappears into the soil. If you have a soil with a lot of organic matter, then the water will go in. This disappeared immediately. This went right in and is being absorbed by the organic material that's in the soil. This is still sitting there. So if you plant in something like this, you're making a big mistake, and it's going to take you forever to get this soil wet, and you're going to waste a lot of water in the process. So this is what you're trying to accomplish. The other thing is invest in a rain barrel. This is something you could purchase from the town of Burlington. It collects the rain, it fills up. This is 50-something gallons. It collects the rain, it fills up, pour it out as needed. That's all normally would just be wasted and go into the soil, but if you have the rain barrel, you can save it and use it on your container plants. You can make your own. I have another rain barrel behind me that I made from an old barrel and a couple of dollars in some plastic fittings, and I have another rain barrel. One other thing to look at is your hose connections and your spigots and everything around the house. You hook everything up, you get it all set up, you need to check for water loss. And I have a situation here where this fitting is leaking. So if I turn it on, you see the water coming out? That's wasted water. The only thing that's getting wet here, a pile of soil with nothing growing on it. You don't have to go out and spend $35 for new hose. All you need to do is spend $1 for a replacement coupling and put it on the hose. I receive a lot of questions about how to make my lawn greener. Why can't my lawn look like my neighbor's lawn? How do I get a nice plush dark green lawn? And I keep saying, why bother? You need a ton of water. Why don't you do what I did and dig up the lawn and get rid of it? This used to be a big area of grass. I could never get it to grow nice, so I finally said to heck with it. I took all the grass, I moved it to the center of the area to create these planting beds. I let the grass decompose in place. Then I brought in some plants, used some compost, incorporated into the planting area, put the plants in, put the mulch down to reduce evaporation. I don't water out here now. I never come out here with a garden hose. This is all operating on its own. This is now 2 years in the making. I'll continue to put some perennial flowers in here, but this is it. No watering, no fertilizer, no pesticides.
Stay tuned to BCAT throughout the summer and the growing season for more tips on making your garden grow.